So my question is, right now Republicans control the state legislatures, we control the national legislatures, we control the courts, or hopefully eventually we control the executive branch. My question is, how do we avoid the complete collapse that happened under the Obama administration for the Democrats?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the first thing that we have to recognize is that a lot of what happened was a reaction. We're living in a very reactionary moment, and a lot of what happened in terms of Republicans taking over all of these places was reaction to the left. I'm not sure that you can count on a continued reaction to the left when you're the party in power. I mean, the average off your election means that the party in power loses somewhere between 23 and 25 seats in the House. That's average. So it would not be any sort of shock for Republicans to start losing in places that they were previously winning because people tend to hedge against one-party rule. That said, I think that there are a couple of errors that we should definitely avoid making on the right. One is the assumption, because I remember I did this in 2005. I thought after 2005, after Bush won re-election, and after Republicans had won 3 straight congressional elections, I thought, we're never going to lose again. And then, of course, 2006 was a wipeout, and 2008 was a wipeout. I think that we have to stop being quite so sanguine about how these elections are going. We have to not be stupid enough to believe that all the polls are fake. Right? Just because some state polls were wrong in 2016 doesn't mean, number one, the national polls were wrong, and number two, that we can survive a D+11 electorate in 2018. So that means that something has to change. And that one of the things that has to change is, I think that a lot of people who are supporters of President Trump need to recognize the necessity for some politicians to distance themselves from President Trump. One of the things that really damaged Democrats is full-scale allegiance to Barack Obama, the turning of the DNC into an Obama cult. Because Obama was popular in certain areas, but he really was not popular in others. And the closer Democrats tied themselves to Obama, the worse things got for them. And so I think that you can praise Trump when he's right and criticize Trump when he's wrong. But if you're a politician, it's very dangerous. Because if you're somebody like Ed Gillespie, I mean, look what they did to Gillespie. I mean, it's really sad because Gillespie, is a fine, normal Republican, sort of middle-of-the-road centrist Republican. He tried to embrace Trump because he was stuck between a rock and a hard place.